Hockey fans, we are live from the CCWHA tournament where it is the opening game of the D1 bracket. Michigan facing off versus Grand Valley State University as we are looking forward to a fantastic game between these two teams. They have played a couple times recently, already twice this month. As taking a look, it was, let's go over the records for both teams. Michigan has played 26 games. They have 19 wins, 4 losses, 1 overtime loss, and 2 ties on the season. Taking a look at, as we pull up, where did I have, there we go. Grand Valley has played 24 games, 8 wins, 14 losses, 2 overtime losses. So 8-16 on the season is Grand Valley State. If we take a look at the two teams when they played last, it was back Michigan going to Grand Valley over Griff's Georgetown on February 4th, and it was Michigan winning that game 4-1 at Griff's Georgetown. Then Grand Valley State visited Yost Ice Arena on Sunday, February 5th, not September, February 5th, and that was a 5-2 win by Michigan at Yost Ice Arena. Now it is very, very hard to beat a team 3 times in a month. So Michigan will have its work cut out for them, in Grand Valley looking to take an upset and try and beat Michigan and advance to tomorrow. Let's talk a little bit about what's going on with the brackets here. So if I add up, so at 5:30 here, Michigan and Grand Valley are playing each other. And then they don't necessarily advance directly to play Indiana Tech. I did it with a bracket like that because it's the most likely outcome, depending on wins. So what happens is, if at all possible, Michigan is from the East Pod, and only one East Pod team wins, they'll play the West Pod team, and vice versa. So if Michigan were to win, they'd play Indiana Tech. If Miami were to win, they'd play Adrian. Now, things get a little different when if Grand Valley were to win, they would possibly play Adrian, depending on their rankings versus Michigan State. So it really depends on who wins today, but Michigan plays Grand Valley State at 5:30 today. Then at 8:30, it's Miami University versus Michigan State. The winners of those two teams will take on tomorrow Indiana Tech at 12:45. So again, if the higher seeds win, it would be Michigan versus Indiana Tech, Miami versus Adrian. But again, Grand Valley and Michigan State will have something to say about that. So Indiana Tech at 12:45, Adrian at 1 o'clock, and then those two, the winner of those two teams advance to play on February 26th for the CCWHA Championship for Division 1. We are also doing the Division 2 Championship games. Right now that is being played over in the other rink, so it is up on our site. Just to show you a little bit right now, Sioux College is playing versus Adrian. That started off at 4:45. At 15, it'll be Central Michigan versus Michigan State. Then Saturday, early in the morning, 9:45, Sioux College versus Central Michigan. 10 o'clock, Michigan State versus Adrian College. 7:30, Sioux College versus Michigan State. 7:30, Central Michigan versus Adrian. And then the top 2 teams with the points end up playing for the Division 2 Championship. That will be on Sunday. That will be right after the Division 1 Championship. So little information out there. Let's talk about the last 5 games for the Wolverines, as they lost to Michigan State. That actually propelled Michigan State into the CCWHA tournament, as the win versus Michigan had them catapult over University of Michigan Dearborn. So Michigan State beat Michigan 2-1. Michigan beat Concordia the game before that 5-1. We talked about the 2 games versus Grand Valley. And then 5 games ago, Michigan had an epic battle at Yost versus Adrian College. Adrian with a single goal in that game. Michigan had a goal disallowed due to a kicking motion, and it ended up Adrian 1 and Michigan nothing. Over on the Grand Valley side, taking a look, their last game was versus University of Michigan Dearborn, who won that one 3-2. Before that, they faced off versus Michigan State, who beat them 2-1. Then they had the 2 games versus Michigan, and before that, they beat Davenport in a pair of games, home and away, on the 27th and on the 28th. If we take a look at the top scorers for the Wolverines, if I can pull that up here, and we'll look at our player stats. And we will pull up specifically Michigan first, and then we'll take a look at Grand Valley State. Up first in points lead is Lindahl for Michigan. She has 25 points on 17 goals and 8 assists. Swanson at the number 2 spot with 18 points on 11 goals, 7 assists. Gargiulo has 17 points on 10 goals and 7 assists. Proctor has 15 points on 8 goals and 7 assists. And Simmer has 15 points on 7 goals, 8 assists. Matthews, again, all knotted up. 3 folks at the number 4 spot with 15 points. Megan Matthews has 15 points on 6 goals and 9 assists. Taking a look at Grand Valley, as try not to pull up Grand Canyon. Sprott has the lead in points for Grand Valley, 29 points, 15 goals, and 14 assists. Broschwitz at number 2 with 26 points on 10 goals and 16 assists. Lefevre has 19 points on 10 goals and 9 assists. Angie Schultz has 19 points on 8 goals and 11 assists. And in the number 5 spot is Scram, number 19, with 16 points on 7 goals and 9 assists. Taking a look at the goalkeepers. Should be able to change that on here, I believe. It's just a little different on my... there we go. Let's flip over to top goalies here. And over for, just a little different on this iPad I'm working on. Top goalies for Grand Valley State. Hundley has played. Let's see if I can try and get this to scroll over. Let's refresh that. Maybe that'll help. It's always fun when you try and pull stuff up live. There we go. Hey, take a look at that. So Sammy Schultz has played 19 games, 6 wins, 12 losses, 1 overtime loss. She has a 3.69 goals against average and a save percentage, very good save percentage of .913. The other goaltender for the Lakers is Hundley. Hundley has played 6 games, 2 wins, 2 losses, 1 tie, 3.08 goals against average, and a .903 save percentage. Taking a look over at the Wolverines for Michigan, it is all Poneth, as Poneth has played 26 games between the pipes, as she has a 1.45 goals against average and a fantastic .950 save percentage. 7 shutouts for Poneth. So lots of great goalkeeping for both of these squads. We're going to play a few messages from the MHSAA, and we will be right back with your national anthem, your starting lineups, and the opening puck drop. You're watching the CCHWA playoffs, as it is Michigan versus Grand Valley State coming up next. as both teams hit the ice, you can hear the Grand Valley fans as we're sitting right next to Lakers fans. Just happens to be where the plug ends up for us. As both teams getting lined up, let me pull our overlay off so you can see the game just a little bit better there. As we are getting ready, as everyone's being welcomed into the rink. As skating out, Lefevre comes to the blue line. Next, Rubsum. Broshwitz skating out to the blue line for the Lakers. Ortiz starting for Grand Valley. Angie Schultz starting for Grand Valley. And between the pipes is Sammy Schultz for the Lakers. Malashevsky coming out for Michigan, starting. Lindahl comes out for Michigan. Swanson skates out for Michigan. McCarthy starting blue liner for Michigan. Levinson, the other starting blue liner. And between the pipes is Panev. As last year at the CCWHA playoffs, it was Proctor who scored the overtime goal. Now the national anthem. As that was a wonderfully sung version by one of the folks from the University of Michigan Flint team who was recorded. And now we're ready to get going. Michigan is in their home white jerseys with the winged helmets, Michigan in block lettering on the front, numbers in dark blue on the back and on the front. And then the Lakers in their blue jerseys with the numbers in white on the front and on the sleeves, and blue pants. As we're getting ready to go. 20 minutes up on the clock. Everyone has their gear on, and we are last moment instructions from the coaching staff. As Michigan starting five comes out. Again, that's Lindahl, Swanson, Malashevsky at center, McCarthy and Levinson on the black line, on the blue line. On the other side, again, it is Broshwitz out there, Lefevre and Rubsum on the front, and then on the back end, Angie Schultz and Ortiz, who has it right now. as that's sent ahead by Rubsum. Michigan puts it in along the near boards, trying to pick it up. That puck comes right to center. Lefevre trying to get to it. That banked it down the near boards. Swanson chips that over. Malashevsky trying to pull it off of the boards in the neutral zone and brought into the Lakers zone. Held in by Swanson into the far corner. Now Angie Schultz has it, coming back behind the Laker goal down the near boards. Angie Schultz has that tipped away, the puck through the slot. Now coming ahead with it, Ortiz over the Lakers blue line. Ortiz into the Michigan zone. That at the near point, shot by Rubsum and a cover up by Ponith. 19:19 left to go here at the Crystal Fieldhouse in Burton, Michigan. Home for the, I think, last 4 CCWHA playoffs, maybe last 5. I have that written down somewhere. Face-off in the near face-off circle. That to the left of Ponith. And puck chipped in along the end board. Sprott trying to get it, comes outside the near circle. Plowman trying to drive it back deep into the Michigan zone. The puck on the near circle, tipped back to the near point and through the neutral zone, racing ahead, but then here comes Evans. Evans on the near circle. Evans comes in. Evans with a shot, saved by Sammy Schultz. The puck in along the end boards as that pulled back over by McCallion. As that puck centered all the way back onto the near circle, chipped in along the near boards. Bryce holds it in, puts it right back behind the Lakers' goal underneath the far circle. Now racing over and sent in along the far boards. McCallion with it for the Lakers, trying to get it out of the zone. That held in by Katie German outside the far circle now as that slips right back behind Sammy Schultz. As the puck into the far corner, Lakers feed it ahead as that was fired ahead by McCallion. Puck right at center. Here comes Proctor, who tips it deep into the Lakers zone. Racing over Proctor, trying to get it before Plowman can get it. The puck into the far corner. Proctor with it there and trying to pull it away. Simmer right back behind the goal. Simmer underneath the near circle, trying to center it away and tipped as pulled back. Hancock got it out of the zone, now racing ahead. Here comes McCallion into the Michigan end. And banked off of the end boards, trying to fire it out in front. As the puck comes all the way back right to the near point. Angie Schultz with a shot. And no goal. The goal waved off. As I'm not sure what happened, but the shot and then the official was waving their arms. That's going to be a face-off in the near face-off circle. Just to the left of Ponith. Hancock in to take the face-off versus Malashevsky. 17:50 left to go here in the first. As now they're going to pull it back outside in the near face-off circle just outside the Michigan zone as that puck in along the near boards. Ortiz fires that as that goes all the way into the far corner. Kolwich picks it up there, fires it around the boards into the near corner. Izzy German trying to pull it out of the near boards. Battling as there's a pile up there. That pulled back around by Hastings, who has it in along the end boards. That goes all the way back as that'll go into the Lakers zone. Racing ahead with it. Here comes Lindahl. Lindahl in along the end boards. Centering attempt got knocked away. Malashevsky into the far corner. Malashevsky trying to feed it out in front. That knocked away by Ortiz. Held in. Kolwich with a shot that just goes wide into the far corner. Angie Schultz pulls it back behind the goal into the near corner. Trying to feed it down the near boards. Staby tries to get it out as that back into the neutral zone. Michigan resets, trying to come ahead is Lindahl. Lindahl trying to get it away from Ortiz. Now Swanson with that shot. Sammy Schultz with the save. The puck on the far circle. Here comes the Lakers down the near boards, racing ahead. Broshwitz over center ice. Broshwitz gains the Michigan zone outside the far circle. Broshwitz into the far corner. Centering attempt through the slot. Shot. Oh, that deflects into the near corner. Rubsum with it. Centering attempt off the side of the net. Now Izzy German into the far corner, trying to get it ahead. The puck at the far point. Held in there by Hastings as that puck now dribbles into the neutral zone. All the way back to the Lakers' blue line. Plowman starts the rush the other direction. And all the way in along the far boards. Ulowitz has it back in their own zone. Banks it off of the near boards of the neutral zone. Fired ahead by Levinson. Evans trying to pull it into the zone. Evans moves it on the far circle. Shot! And that tipped away outside the near circle. Levinson with it. Bouncing on the far circle, trying to get in is Evans. That shot just goes wide into the far corner. Ulowitz and Evans battling in that far corner. Now Gargiulo comes away with it. Gargiulo feeds it right in front. Stopped and covered up by Sammy Schultz. 15:53 left to go here in the first period. Michigan versus Grand Valley State. Face-off in the far face-off circle. That's the left of Sammy Schultz. As that puck, Matthews puts it into the far corner, pulled away by Ortiz. Moves it underneath the far circle, bringing it ahead. Here comes the Lakers as they move it over to Scram. Poked away, the puck sent right back deep into the Lakers zone. Angie Schultz grabs it in along the M boards, trying to avoid pressure by Michigan into the near corner. Trying to pull it away. Matthews in there. Angie Schultz battling. Comes top of the near circle. Levinson with the shot. Steered away by Sammy Schultz as that puck comes back to the far point. Now into the neutral zone. Proctor spins the other direction for Michigan. Proctor moves it ahead. Now top of the far circle. Deflected away. Trying to hold it in. The Lakers get it back into the neutral zone. Racing ahead. Scram trying to get to it. That poked back by Bryce. Up and out of play. 15:08 left to go here in the first. Scoreless so far. Both teams have had a couple shots. Face-off is going to be just outside of the Michigan zone in the far face-off circle. Hancock versus Malashevsky. That puck in along the far boards. Lindahl trying to knock it away. And right at center ice, here comes Swanson. Swanson against the Lakers zone. Swanson, top of the near circle with a shot. Sticked away by Sammy Schultz. The puck in along the far boards. Back over there. As Gebek had it, now trying to dig it out of the far corner. Hancock trying to pull it away. Hastings over there trying to dig it away. Now Lakers come away with it. Hancock has it underneath the near circle. Bryce holds it in for Michigan at the near point. Now centering attempt right into the slot. Wouldn't settle down for Malashevsky. As that puck into the far corner. Lindahl has it. Trying to get it over to Swanson. Now Malashevsky with a shot and a save by Sammy Schultz. 14:22 left to go here in the first. Scoreless so far between these two squads at the Crystal Fieldhouse. It's the opening round of the Division I CCWHA playoffs. Face-off in the far face-off circle in the Lakers zone. That one back by Gargiulo. Now Izzy German puts a shot that in along the M boards, trying to get to it as Evans. That's sent all the way around. Broshwitz trying to pick it up down the far boards. Broshwitz backhands it into the neutral zone. Evans trying to put it right back into the Lakers zone. Evans pulls it away on the far circle. Evans trying to get it over to Rubin, and good job by Rubsum to get her stick in the way. Michigan has it at their own blue line. Kolwich feeds it down the far boards. That is going to be icing and head back. No, icing waved off the puck. Right in the slot, bringing it ahead. Here comes Lefevre. Lefevre tipped it, and in along the far boards of the Lakers zone. Lefevre goes right back behind Sammy Schultz. Sends it around to Rubsum down the near boards, trying to hold it in. It's Gargiulo. That bat ahead to Lefevre down the far boards. Kolwich trying to steal that away. Kolwich back into her own zone, feeds it around the boards. Izzy German trying to get it outside the far circle, or outside the near circle. The puck held in. Now Izzy German trying to chip it away from Lefevre. Ortiz fires it right back into the Michigan zone. Kolwich trying to backhand it away from Scram, who is coming in, trying to knock it away from Michigan. The puck right back behind Pontiff. 13:11 left to go here in the first. Scoreless so far. The puck right at the blue line, at the Michigan blue line. Sprott with a shot from the near circle. Izzy German trying to deflect it away as the puck comes into the near corner. Proctor has it now, trying to get it. The Lakers trying to hold it in. It's Plowman who fires it down the far boards. Michigan trying to poke it away. Sprott into the far corner for the Lakers. Takes it right back behind the Michigan goal. Trying to feed it out in front. The puck back into the neutral zone as the Lakers will have to reset. Plowman has it at center ice. Moves it back over to Scram down the near boards. And intercepted. Bringing it ahead is Simmer. Deflected by Scram. And now Simmer pulls it into the zone. Simmer trying to get to it. That fired by Scram, but not out of the zone. Picked up by Swanson into the far corner of the Lakers zone. Trying to pull it away, Matthews. That puck still in along the M boards. Riva has it back behind her own goal. Riva feeds it down the far board. Scram centering it, trying to get it to Sprott. Held in by Swanson. Swanson has that, loses the handle as it goes back into the neutral zone. Swanson trying to tip it away. They'll say offsides. 12:03 left to go here in the first. Scoreless so far. Face-off in the near face-off circle outside of the Lakers zone. Malashevsky versus Hancock in for the face-off. The puck in along the near boards. Levinson has it at the Michigan blue line. Banks it ahead down the near boards. Battle for it along the near boards of the neutral zone. Here comes Levinson. Feeds it ahead. Lindahl trying to get it. That pulled away by Angie Schultz, who puts it down the near boards. Here comes Ortiz. Ortiz over on blue line. Gets it into the neutral zone. Levinson trying to pull it away from Staby. Right, it's center ice now. Ortiz trying to fire it ahead. That goes on edge all the way back into the Michigan zone. McCarthy back behind her own goal, rims it all the way around the far boards, trying to get it to Levinson. That went off of the official and tipped ahead as the linesman skate caught that all the way back. Levinson down the near boards for Michigan. Ricochets it off of the glass all the way back into the Lakers' end. Trying to race ahead with it into the near corner is Rubin. Rubin puts it into and in along the end board. Staby trying to pull it away. 11:08 left to go here in the first. Scoreless so far. The puck all the way back to center. Now Bryce feeds it ahead for Michigan, knocking it off the near boards. Evans trying to pull it away, but that comes. Angie Schultz has it right back behind her own goal. The puck outside the far circle. Pulled back over by Olmstead. Angie Schultz trying to peel that away as the puck in along the end boards. Trying to rocket it. Ortiz back there. Angie Schultz has it underneath the far circle. That lifted ahead. Broshwitz over her own blue line. Broshwitz coming down the far boards of the neutral zone. Broshwitz into the Michigan zone and in along the end boards and fired into the near corner. And Michigan pulls it ahead over their own blue line. Racing ahead with it is Proctor. Proctor shot from the near circle, blocked by Plowman. Proctor sends it to the blue line, back to Katie German, who holds it in. She takes a shot that just goes wide. Into the far corner, Matthews trying to pull it away. A centering attempt, pulled back by Hancock. Hancock lifts it, that's Rubsum. And that ends up on the netting. That will be a face-off in the Lakers' end. 10:03 left to go here in the first. Scoreless so far between Michigan and Grand Valley State. Face-off is going to be in the near face-off circle. That to the right of Sammy Schultz. Looks like Lefevre in there versus Malashevsky in that near face-off circle. Both teams looking to get that first goal as the puck into the far corner. Ulowitz brings it down the far boards, tipped away. Ulowitz rims it around. It comes outside the near circle where Rubsum has it. Rubsum trying to bring it down the boards. Plowman chipping away at it. Lefevre in there as well, digging. Now coming away. Lindahl has it poked back, top of the near circle. Malashevsky trying to make her way through traffic, pulled back by the Lakers. Here comes Broshwitz into the Michigan zone, top of the near circle. Shot goes wide and along the end boards. Now Lindahl down the far boards of her own zone, drops it back to Kolwich in the far corner. 9:24 left to go here in the first. Scoreless so far in the first. Down the near boards of the neutral zone. Fired deep by Izzy German. Now gathered up, put into the near corner. Scram trying to pull it away. Back underneath the near circle. Here comes the Lakers, held in top of the near circle by Rubin. Rubin gets it back to Levinson. Levinson puts it in along the end boards. Rubin trying to pull it away from Ulowitz. Gargiulo puts it back in along the end boards. The puck outside the far circle, centering attempt and covered up by Sammy Schultz. 8:54 left to go here in the first. Scoreless so far at the Crystal Fieldhouse in Burton, Michigan. Face-off in the far face-off circle. Sprott in there versus Matthews. The puck comes all the way around the boards outside the near circle. As Scram gets it back to Ortiz right back behind the goal. Now Angie Schultz puts it in along the far boards. Pulled back behind by McCallion. As that's sent right back behind the goal by Michigan, trying to pull it away into the near corner. As Sprott has it back behind her own goal underneath the far circle. Sprott lifts it all the way back into the neutral zone. Levinson gathers it up at center ice, backhands it ahead, trying to get it to Simmer. Brought into the zone by Sprott coming in, shot, and trying to cover it up. Ponith deflects it away. Back to the near point, Ortiz holds it in for the Lakers. That shot deflected off of the end boards, trying to pull it back is Levinson. The puck comes outside the near circle, Ortiz with it there. Ortiz Trying to feed it. Ortiz shot that one off of a defender's skate. Here comes Simmer down the far boards. Over on blue line for Michigan. Simmer over center ice. Simmer gains the Lakers zone. Simmer trying to make her way through traffic. That into the near corner. Sent back to the near point. Held in by Bryce. Now into the near corner. Simmer trying to pull that away. Bryce has it top of the near circle with the shot. Sticked away by Sammy Schultz and covered up. 7:36 left to go here in the first period. Scoreless so far between the Grand Valley State Lakers and Michigan. Face-off in the near face-off circle. Malashevsky in to take the face-off versus Lefevre. As that puck pulled back behind by Ulowitz, back behind her own goal from the near side to the far side. Backhands it to the far point, held in by Katie German there. The puck right back behind the Lakers goal. Trying to pull that away was Lindahl. Now Swanson outside the far circle into the far corner. Swanson trying to knock it away from Ulowitz. Down the far boards, Broshwitz trying to get it out of the zone. Big collision there as penalty upcoming at 7:12. As penalty upcoming, Swanson into the box for Michigan. Lakers will be on the power play. As they put his 7 in there, it must be Lindahl in the box. I thought it was Swanson. But, no, they changed it. As that puck into the far corner. So Swanson in the box for 2 minutes. As the puck underneath the near circle, Lakers bring it around. Lefevre, high slot, shot, and saved by Poneth. 1 minute 53 seconds left to go here in the power play for the Lakers. 7:05 left to go in the first. Face off to Poneth, left in the near face off. Circle Lefevre in. Take the face off. That comes outside the near circle, held in by Sprott at the near point. Angie Schultz has it outside the far circle into the far corner. Angie Schultz looking to center it up to Sprott. High slot. Sprott fires it. That just goes wide to the far side. Angie Schultz has it right back behind the Michigan goal. Coming in. Shot there. And covering up and saving it is Poneth. 1 minute 32 seconds left to go here in this power play for the Lakers. 6:44 left to go here in the first. Scoreless so far. Face-off in the near face-off circle. That puck comes back to the near point. Sprott able to hold it in. Sprott fires it onto the far circle. That puck lifted through the slot, trying to knock it away into the near corner. Here comes Michigan down the near boards. That cleared all the way down the ice. 1 minute 16 seconds left to go in the Laker power play. Sprott has it coming down the far boards of her own zone. Sprott over her own blue line, stops trying to avoid pressure by Michigan, gets it over to Angie Schultz. Angie Schultz gains the Michigan zone outside the far circle. Simmer trying to dispossess her. Angie Schultz outside the near circle, feeds it in along the end boards, right back behind Poneth. 53 seconds left to go in the Laker power play. 6:02 left to go here in the first period. Shot and a save by Poneth. 5:59 left to go here in the first. 47 seconds left to go in the Laker power play. As Rubin in to take the face-off in the near face-off circle. McCallion on the other side for the Lakers. That puck outside the near circle. Plowman with it, feeds it all the way. And high slot. Plowman trying to feed it back over the puck. Loose. Held in by the Lakers. Now tipped back out to center ice. Plowman backhands it right back into the Michigan zone as Grand Valley has to touch up to avoid a delayed offsides. And Michigan's able to clear. 28 seconds left to go in the Laker power play. Coming down the near boards, racing ahead with it is Scram. Scram through center ice. Scram into the Michigan zone. 5:30 left to go here in the first period. Ortiz drifts back to her own blue line for the Lakers. Ortiz fires it down the far boards. That brought back by Sprott over to McCallion down the near boards. That intercepted right at the Michigan blue line. Coming ahead with it is here comes Lindahl. Lindahl trying to beat a pair of defenders. Lindahl into the slot with a shot and a score. Lindahl, just as the penalty expired, able to put in a goal, and Michigan takes the 1-0 lead. That at 5:09, Lindahl, I believe that'll be unassisted, and she was able to tip that puck away, able to come in and try and split a pair of defenders with some excellent skating. Face-off right at center ice, Sprott in to take the face-off. Matthews on the other side for Michigan. Michigan up 1-0, 5:07 left to go. Here in the first, Lefevre sends it down, Ulowitz sends it down the near boards. Lefevre gathers it up there over her own blue line. Lefevre over center ice, trying to get it into the Michigan zone. That blocked by Katie German right at the far point. That created an offsides. 4:54 left to go. Here in the first, face-off in the far, face-off circle, 1-0 Michigan with the lead. Sprott brings it right at the Michigan blue line. Now feeds it down the far boards. Riva brings it into the Michigan zone. Outside the far circle, Riva trying to get away from Simmer. That puck loose on the far circle. Now pulled back down. Katie German ricochets it off the near boards. Coming ahead with it. Trying to get to it is Proctor, but there is going to be a hooking call. That at 4:32 as Riva into the box for hooking. So penalty to the Lakers. Michigan now with the power play for the next 2 minutes. 4:32 left to go. Here in the first, face-off in the far face-off circle. At the Sammy Schultz left. Swanson in to take the face-off versus McCallion. Held in by Katie German. Moves it top of the far circle for Evans. Into the far corner. Evans gets it back top of the far circle. Moves it to Katie German. High slot. Katie German shot and saved loose. Right in the slot. Trying to pull it away. And saved by Sammy Schultz. 4:14 left to go here in the first. 1:42 left to go here in the Michigan power play. Face-off in the far face-off circle. McCallion versus Swanson. As Ortiz has the puck back behind. It comes into the near corner. Trying to pull it away there. As Lindahl now that put up and hit the net as that deflected. Face-off will be in the Lakers zone. 1:31 left to go here in the Michigan power play. 4:03 left to go here in the first. They have a little Timmy Trumpet going here. Shot from Evans. Saved by Sammy Schultz into the near corner. Rubin trying to fire it away. Held in. Top of the near circle by Lindahl. Fires it high slot over to Katie German. Now Evans on the far circle with the shot. Rubin chases it outside the near circle in the Lakers zone. Katie German has it at the blue line. That fired, and a good job by Sammy Schultz as Swanson was right on the doorstep. The puck into the near corner as Rubin trying to get it onto the near circle. That fired and cleared all the way down the ice. 56 seconds left to go in the Michigan power play. 3:25 left to go in the first. 1-0 Michigan with the lead. Michigan sets up back behind their goal, trying to avoid McCallion's pressure in their own zone. Fired ahead to Matthews. Matthews makes a move into Lakers zone. Matthews has it tipped away now into the far corner. Proctor battling. Proctor moving, trying to get it back over to Gargiulo outside the near circle. Gargiulo top of the near circle. And sends it top of the far circle for Malashevsky. Drop back as Levinson puts it into the far corner. Malashevsky underneath the near circle for Proctor. Proctor. High slot for Levinson. Levinson over to Malashevsky on the far circle. Now over to Gargiulo. That went off of her skate. Gargiulo back behind Sammy Schultz underneath the far circle. Gargiulo. Now high slot for Levinson. 6 seconds left to go in the Michigan power play. Proctor has it underneath the near circle. Proctor back behind the Laker goal into the far corner. Malashevsky trying to hold it in. Lakers back to full strength. Matthews with it on the far circle. That lifted all the way back to the far point. Here comes the Lakers racing ahead. Scram has it inside the Michigan goal zone. Scram trying to take a shot. That comes outside the near circle. Scram trying to fire it back deep into the Michigan end. Levinson has it back behind her own goal. 2:08 left to go here in this. The first period, Michigan up 1-0 at the puck down the near board. Lefevre gets it it into the Michigan zone, fires it all the way back and along the end boards. Gargiulo trying to poke that away as Lefevre has it on the far circle. Lefevre sends it to the far point. Ulowitz with a shot that got blocked. Ulowitz comes in, high slot, shot, knuckleballs, as there's another shot that got deflected out in front. Down the far boards, trying to tip it away. Here comes Eliason. Gets it out of the zone. Eliason moved in along the near boards. Rupson brings it right back in for the Lakers on the near circle. Rupson with the shot. Saved by Ponith. 1:26 left to go here in the first. The puck all the way back out to center ice. Racing over to get it is Plowman at their own blue line. Now banked off the near boards. McCollum trying to get to it. Izzy German fires it deep into the Lakers zone. Plowman has it back behind her own goal. Plowman puts it into the near corner for Ortiz. Now coming down the near boards. Rubsum trying to get it out of the zone. Held in by Katie German at the near point. Intercepted as Matthews has it on the far circle. Under 1 minute left to go here in the first. Michigan up 1-0. Shot goes into the near corner in the Lakers zone. As that pulled ahead into the neutral zone. Proctor right at center ice trying to avoid pressure by Lefevre. Back to the blue line now. Simmer has that puck. Looses the handle right back to the Laker blue line. Ortiz feeds it ahead. Pulled in by Matthews. Matthews top of the far circle for Michigan. Matthews into the far corner of the Lakers zone. Trying to avoid pressure by Lefevre. 26 seconds left to go here in the first. Centering attempt. That went off of the side of the net. Loose in the slot. And pulled in along the near boards. Bringing it ahead. Staby trying to fire it out of the zone. Held in by Swanson. Lifted back, Izzy German. Back into the neutral zone. Michigan has to touch up. 9 seconds left to go. Lakers trying to keep it out. Lindahl outside the near circle. Avoids some pressure by by Lefevre. The puck down the near board. Staby lifts it to the blue line, and that will do it for the first. At the end of one, it is 1-0 Michigan with the lead, as the Lakers with some good opportunities as well. Great back and forth game. There was a penalty to Michigan at 7-12, as that was Swanson who went off for 2 minutes. Michigan able to kill off the penalty, and just as they killed it off 3 seconds after that, Lindahl stole the puck, came in, and fired it in for the 1-0 goal. Then it was a penalty to the Lakers as hooking call to Riva. Lakers able to kill that off, and we head into the second intermission as it is 1-0 Michigan with the lead. Let's play a little bit of music, and we'll be back with your second period action. You are watching the CCHWA playoffs, brought to you by Arbor Broadcasting. Michigan 1 and the Grand Valley State Lakers 0. Helps if that's right where I can have it. We're just waiting for the teams to hop on out onto the ice. The officials right at the door to our right, 3 minutes counting down. Again, let's talk a little bit about the winner of this game will advance to play either Indiana Tech at 12:45 tomorrow. If Michigan wins, I believe it's going to be Indiana Tech no matter who wins the second game. If Grand Valley wins, it's up in the air. But the winner of this game will play either Indiana Tech at 12:45 or Adrian at 1 o'clock tomorrow. The second game tonight is at 8:30. That is going to be Miami University versus Michigan State, and we'll have that for you right here over on the other in the other rink. So let me remove that. And if I take a quick look over at the broadcast of the other rink in the D2 contest, it is in the third, and it is Sioux College up on Adrian. D2 action, 5-0. As Sioux College has not lost the game. They're 22-0 in the D2 Division II. Here it is, Michigan 1, Grand Valley State nothing, coming into the second period as the officials getting everything set back on their moorings. We're getting ready to go. It's our wonderful hotspot that's helping us out here. Tried to overheat as we got some good heat in the rink right now. So I think we got it so that hopefully that won't overheat, because that would be no fun. As the officials about to let the Michigan Wolverines on the ice, they'll be followed by Grand Valley. As good crowd for both of these squads here today. Lots of Lakers fans to our left, lots of Wolverines fans to our right. We appreciate everyone who made the trip down. And thank you to everyone who couldn't make it but is watching wherever you are at. We are very, very grateful. We appreciate that. Michigan hops out onto the ice. And the Lakers will be out next. Eliason on the ice. Good to see her playing. She has had a shoulder injury and been out, I believe, since the Arizona games just after the first of the year. Grand Valley State heads out onto the ice. Their blue sweaters with the big GV for Grand Valley on the front. Blue helmets, and everyone getting ready to go here at the CCHWA playoffs, getting ready for the second period 1-0 Michigan with the lead. Lakers trying to get even. Michigan trying to increase that lead. Michigan going from left to right. Lakers going right to left here in the second period. Malashevsky in to take the face-off versus Sprott. As that puck back to the Lakers blue line in along the near boards. Angie Schultz trying to get ahead to McCallion. Here comes Lindo outside the near circle. McCallion fires it ahead. Now Scram over center ice for the Lakers. Gains the Michigan zone. Scram with the shot. And a glove save by Ponif. 19:45 left to go here in the second. 1-0 Michigan with the lead. Face-off is going to be in the far face-off circle in the Michigan zone. That's upon its left. Sprott in to take the face-off for the Lakers. Gargiulo for the Wolverines. That puck in along the far boards trying to tip it ahead. Sprott has it top of the far circle. Now Gargiulo goes back behind the Michigan goal. Now comes down the far boards. Gargiulo tips it. Evans picks it up at her own blue line. Over center ice. Evans comes ahead into the Lakers zone. Evans outside the far circle. Evans into the far corner. That tipped away as here comes the Lakers over their own blue line. Racing ahead with it. Trying to fire it in deep is McCallion. That puck into the far corner. Evans with it for Michigan. Lifts it all the way to the blue line. Held in there by the Lakers. Rocket shot from the far point. Goes into the near corner. Sprott trying to get a shot away. That pulled back by Katie German. Held and put deep. Gargiulo has it into the near corner of the Michigan zone. Now Rubin trying to come down the near boards. Angie Schultz tips it back. The puck, top of the near circle, that slips back into the neutral zone. Rubin has it down the far boards. Fires it all the way deep as Poneth puts it right back behind her own goal. Here comes Rubin down the near boards. That knocked away. Rubin trying to pull it away. That comes right back to center ice. Angie Schultz right at her own blue line. Feeds it all the way into the Michigan zone. Michigan backhands it ahead. Here comes Evans. Evans puts it deep. As that puck right back behind Sammy Schultz. Angie Schultz has it. Goes from the near side to the far side. And touch pass over to Lefevre. Lefevre over to Broshwitz. Broshwitz gains his own. Broshwitz has that tipped away by Kolwich. As that puck swung around. Penalty upcoming. Interference called at 18-14. As Kolwich into the box for Michigan. On the interference call, Lakers on the power play for the next 2 minutes, barring any other items that happen. As Lefevre wins it back, high slot for Broshwitz. And chipped away by Simmer. The puck loose, top of the far circle. Now cleared all the way down the ice. Picked up to Sammy Schultz. Feeds it to the Laker blue line. And knocked away, pulled back by Sprott. And trying to fire it ahead, Matthews. Lakers have it right at their own blue line, moving it down the near boards, bringing ahead Angie Schultz. Angie Schultz over center ice. Angie Schultz into the Lakers zone. Lefevre fires it into the near corner. Simmer with it there. Simmer trying to knock it around. Sprott top of the near circle. Sprott comes in. That deflects all the way back into the neutral zone. Chasing back, Broshwitz backhands it over to Lefevre at center ice. Lefevre over to Sprott, bringing into the zone. Sprott, top of the near circle. That blasts into the netting. As the call holding. 1 minute, 11 seconds left to go in the penalty to Kolwich for Michigan. Grand Valley continues on the power play. 1 minute, 11 seconds, 17:24 left to go here in the second. 1-0 Michigan with the lead. Sprott outside the near circle. Gets it back to Ortiz at the near point. Half-fed top of the far circle for Plowman. Now that knocked off of the near boards. Coming top of the near circle. Rubson has it. Trying to chip that away. Swanson gets it into the neutral zone. Ortiz retreats. Gets it over on the far side to Plowman. Plowman comes down. Feeds it over to Broshwitz into the far corner. Now Katie German trying to pull it away. That's McCallion in along the end boards. As that puck knocked off of the far boards. Plowman gets it to Ortiz at the high slot. Ortiz with a shot. And into the near corner. Pulled back over by Scram. deflected away. Rubsum holds it in at the near point. Rubsum moves it top of the far circle. Sprott with the shot there. That got deflected out in front. Malashevsky trying to pull that away off the near side of the goal and covered up by Ponith. 19 seconds left to go in the Laker power play. 16:32 left to go here in the second. 1-0 Michigan with the lead. Winner advances to play either Indiana Tech or Adrian tomorrow. Face-off in the near face-off circle. Lefevre versus Gargiulo. The puck outside the near circle. Back to the near point. Sprott has it, top of the near circle. That deflects all the way in along the far boards. Holding it in. Lakers back to Sprott, top of the near circle. Feeding it top of the far circle for Broshwitz. Shot saved by Ponith. Comes over onto the near side. All the way back to the far point. Foot race for it. Comes back into the neutral zone. Michigan back to full strength. Lakers. Sprott has it. Feeds it ahead. Coming in. Hancock with a shot. That goes just past the Michigan goal to the near side. Trying to feed it away. The puck held in at the far point. Now Gargiulo has it. Comes back behind her own goal, trying to avoid pressure by Broshwitz. As that puck into the near corner. Pulled away into the far corner. Here comes Levinson. Levinson lifts it into center ice. Rubin trying to pull that away. Angie Schultz fires it right back, and that should be icing. And it will be. That is going to go right back into the Grand Valley zone. 15:35 left to go here in the second period. 1-0 Michigan with the lead. Grand Valley trying to get a goal, make it even. Face-off is going to be in the far face-off circle to Sammy Schultz right. As Lefevre versus Matthews, that comes back to the far point, held in there by Bryce. Top of the far circle, pulled away by the Lakers, now bringing it ahead. Lefevre feeds it all the way down the far boards. Bryce trying to get it back the other direction. Lift it back onto the far circle of the Michigan zone. Now Simmer down the near boards of the neutral zone. Simmer brings it ahead for Michigan outside the near circle in the Lakers zone. Simmer trying to center it up. Back into the near corner. Proctor with a centering attempt all the way back to the near point as Bryce feeds it in along the end boards. Angie Schultz underneath the near circle trying to pull it away. Proctor trying to put it back deep. That pull back. Here comes Rubsum. Rubsum at her own blue line through the neutral zone. Rubsum into the Michigan zone. Matthews into the far corner of her own zone. Matthews puts it into the near corner. Here comes Simmer outside the near circle. Simmer trying to move it ahead. That tipped by Proctor trying to pull it away back there for the Lakers. Now here comes Scram, has it at her own zone. Scram down the near boards over her own blue line. That pulled away by Matthews right to the Michigan blue line. Izzy German trying to avoid Scram. Izzy German backhands it head to Lindahl. Lindahl right at center ice, moves it down the far boards over to Matthews. Matthews puts it back. Shot saved by Sammy Schultz. 14:20 left to go here in the second. 1-0 Michigan with the lead. Face-off in the far face-off circle. That to Sammy Schultz right in the Lakers zone. Malashevsky in to take the face-off. Sprott on the other side. The puck into the far corner. Ulowitz trying to feed it ahead to McCallion. McCallion cross-ice pass. And slips in along the near boards. Back to the Michigan blue line. Forehand ahead to Malashevsky. Malashevsky drifts it back, bringing it ahead. Here comes Swanson. Swanson puts it into the Lakers zone. Pulled away, back and along the end boards. Riva fires it around the boards into the far corner. Now Ulowitz gets it underneath the near circle. McCallion brings it down the near boards into the neutral zone as it slips back into the Michigan end. Foot race. Levinson trying to pull it away, trying to get away from Scram as the puck into the far corner of the Michigan zone. McCallion trying to pull it off of the zone. That held in by Sprott. Shot through the slot. Knocked away by Ponith outside the far circle. Michigan trying to get it out of the zone. Held in by Scram at the far point. Saved by Ponith. Chip back into the near corner for Michigan. McCallion trying to pull it off of the end boards. Malashevsky poking away. The puck outside the near circle. McCallion with it. McCallion. Drop pass over to Riva. Riva puts it back into the near corner and along the end boards. Centering attempt. Pulled away down the near boards by Michigan. Here comes Swanson. Swanson banks it off the near boards. Coming in Lindahl. Outside the near circle, Riva pins her against the boards, trying to dig it away. Whistle. 12:59 left to go here in the second. 1-0 Michigan with the lead. Face-off is going to be in the Lakers zone in the near face-off circle. That's to Sammy Schultz left. Ceballos in to take the face-off. Eliason to her right. Kolwich back behind her. Sprott on the other side for the Lakers. Looks like Broshwitz to her right. Riva right back behind her. That puck to Riva in the near corner of the Lakers zone. That rimmed all the way around. McCallion trying to keep it in at the far point. Picked up top of the far circle by the Lakers. And high slot pulled back in along the near boards. Broshwitz feeds it ahead, now racing. Here comes the Lakers. McCallion has it on the far circle, sent wide by Izzy German. McCallion backhands it right through the crease into the near corner. Lefevre has it outside the near circle, drops it back to Angie Schultz outside the near circle. Michigan intercepts. Here comes Ceballos down the near boards, feeds it all the way back deep into the Lakers zone. 12:20 left to go here in the second. 1-0 Michigan with the lead. The puck outside the far circle. Into the far corner, pulled back by the Lakers. Lefevre has it underneath the near circle. That puck outside the near circle, loose at the blue line, held in by Michigan as Evans has it underneath the near circle, trying to get through the crease. Shot and a save by Sammy Schultz. 11:58 left to go here in the second. 1-0 Michigan with the lead. You are watching the CCWHA Division I playoffs, first game. Michigan versus Grand Valley at 8:30. We have Michigan State versus Miami University. As Gargiulo in versus Sprott, top of the near circle. Rubin trying to feed it ahead. That comes to the far or near side of the goal, covered up by Sammy Schultz. 11:53 here in the second. Again, 1-0 Michigan with the lead. Gargiulo in to take the face-off. As that puck outside the near circle, Rubin fires it. That knuckleball's over the goal into the far corner. Evans trying to pull it away. As McCallion trying to get it out of the zone. Gargiulo underneath the far circle, trying to fire it out in front. Good job by Angie Schultz to knock down that centering attempt. Evans outside the far circle, puts it into the far corner. Another centering attempt knocked down. Now coming down the far boards is Scram for the Lakers. Scram banks it off of the near boards, right to the Michigan blue line. Katie German trying to knock away, back behind. Matthews with it into the far corner. Here comes Michigan over their own blue line. Simmer racing ahead, intercepted by Ortiz right at her own blue line. That fired back deep into the Michigan zone. Katie German right back behind Poneth, comes to the far boards. 11 minutes even left to go here in the second. 1-0 Michigan with the lead. Here comes Katie German on the far circle. Katie German back behind the goal, underneath the near circle. Katie German with it into the near corner, trying to get away from Sprott, also in there. Pull it away, McCallion. The puck outside the near circle comes to the near point. Matthews fires it back into the near corner. And gather it up. Lakers have it. Angie Schultz down the far boards over her own blue line. Well, can't quite get it over the blue line. Michigan able to hold it in. Now it knuckleballs out into the neutral zone down the near boards. Fired back deep into the Michigan end. Racing over to get it is Bryce, but that is icing. And that'll come right back into the Lakers zone. 10:22 left to go here in the second. 1-0. Michigan with the lead. Face-off is going to be in the far face-off circle. And to Sammy Schultz right. Malashevsky in to take the face-off. On the other side, I believe that's Sprott. That puck in along the far board, sent to McCarthy. High slot now, moving over onto the far point. Levinson feeds it right back behind the Laker goal into the near corner. Trying to pull it away is Malashevsky. As that puck outside the near circle, here comes the Lakers over their own blue line. Bringing it ahead, McCallion gets it into the Michigan zone, into the near corner. Levinson Lindahl trying to get it away from Staby. Now that fed ahead as a whistle. As McCarthy is going to have a roughing call. Lakers back on the power play. That at 9:56. Face-off will beat upon its right in the near face-off circle. Gargiulo in to take the face-off versus Lefevre. And puck into the near corner. Izzy German fires it all the way around the boards. Broschwitz stops it at the far point. Broschwitz out to the blue line, moves it to Sprott in the slot. That deflected in the far circle. Fired by Izzy German all the way down the ice. 1:45 left to go in the Laker power play. 9:38 left to go here in the second. 1-0, Michigan with the lead. The puck down the near boards. Here comes Broschwitz over the Laker blue line, down the far boards into the Michigan zone. Broschwitz with a shot. That deflects back in along the M boards. Izzy German trying to pull it off of the boards. Now fired along the far board. Sprott goes back to the far point, trying to hold it in. And puck into the far circle. Now lifted all the way back into the neutral zone. Broschwitz right at center ice. Sets up the Lakers again. Coming down the near boards. Angie Schultz puts it into the near corner. And fired around by Izzy German into the far corner. Kolwich trying to get it out of the zone. Held in by Sprott. Angie Schultz puts it into the near corner. Izzy German has it back behind her own goal. Into the far corner. Izzy German, that deflected off of the referee. Came in along the near boards. 50 seconds left to go in the Laker power play. 8:44 left to go in the second. 1-0 Michigan with the lead. Hancock trying to feed it ahead. Sprott gains the Michigan zone outside the near circle. Sprott over to Lefevre. Centering attempt and covering it up is Poneth. 36 seconds left to go in the power play to the Lakers. 8:31 left to go here in the second. 1-0, Michigan with the lead. Matthews in to take the face-off. McCallion on the other side. As the puck pulled back behind by Katie German. Katie German rifles it all the way back to the far point. Plowman holds it in. McCallion outside the far circle for the Lakers. Drop pass. And in along the M boards, right back behind the Michigan goal. McCallion trying to feed it out in front. She's underneath the near circle of the Michigan zone. McCallion drops it back to Rubsum, now into the near corner. Coming ahead, scram, shot, that off the side of the net, covered up by Poneth. 8 seconds left to go in the Laker power play. 8:03 left to go here in the second. Face-off to Poneth's right in the near face-off circle. McCallion in to take the face-off. That puck outside the near circle. Katie German into the near corner. Again, on the line, the ability to advance the day two and play either Indiana Tech or Adrian. Ortiz fires it into the far corner. Bryce trying to knock it around. Michigan back to full strength. Coming down the far boards is Lindahl. Lindahl fires it deep as Scram has it in along the M boards of the Lakers zone, gathered up there. Loose top of the far circle. Here comes Michigan. Swanson on the near circle, drops it back to Forehand. Forehand with the shot. And putting it in is Lindahl. Lindahl with her second goal. And at 7:31, Michigan just off the power play by, 19 seconds. And able to put it in. Lindahl again. We'll see if there is an assist on this one, as it was shot from the near circle. Lindahl able to grab it and backhand it in just on the near side of the crease. 2-0 Michigan. 7:28 left to go here in the second. Riva in along the near boards, trying to bring it ahead. Gargiulo puts it right back in along the M boards. Forehand on the assist, as well as Swanson. So Lindahl with the goal, Forehand and Swanson with the assist. Now Rubin firing out in front, shot and a save. And Sammy Schultz able to take a point-blank shot and cover it up. These are two really, really excellent goaltenders on both sides. 7:02 left to go here in the second. 2-0 Michigan with the lead. Face-off in the far face-off circle. Lefevre versus Cevallos. The puck into the far corner. Ulowitz has it, now brought back underneath. Cevallos Sends it outside the far circle. Right out in front, the puck comes into the near corner outside the near circle. Bring ahead, Broschwitz. Feeds it through the neutral zone. Intercepted by Izzy German. Now down the far boards. That fired back in deep by Ulowitz. On it. Stops it right back behind her own goal. Sent down the far boards. Here comes McCalling. McCalling ahead over the Michigan blue line. McCalling, someone who joined the Michigan team in the second half of the season. Eliason trying to pull it off of the M boards. And puck down the far boards. Ulowitz trying to get it out of the zone. Izzy German fires it. Saved by Sammy Schultz. The puck lifted up into the netting. Broschwitz trying to fire it down the boards into the neutral zone. Got a little too much air underneath it, and that'll be a face-off inside of the Grand Valley zone. Face-off is going to be to Sammy Schultz left in the near face-off circle, 2-0. Michigan with the lead, 6:17 left to go here in the second. As that puck, top of the near circle, Katie German trying to fire it. That got blocked by Broschwitz. Now the puck sent to Bryce down the far boards. Proctor gains the zone for Michigan, top of the far circle. And shot off the side of the net, pulled back behind. Outside the near circle, here comes Broschwitz. Broschwitz through center ice. That intercepted by Proctor. Proctor trying to weave her way through traffic. Gains the zone, top of the far circle. Proctor with the shot. That was blocked out in front. Good defensive play by the Lakers. Held in at the near point by Katie German, who puts it back deep. Katie German gets it back, top of the near circle. Poked away. Here comes Lefevre down the near boards. Lefevre on a breakaway. Lefevre on the near circle. Shot. Saved by Poneth. The puck outside the far circle. Picked up. Here comes Michigan over the blue line. Coming down the far boards. Firing it back in deep is Katie German. The puck into the near corner. Angie Schultz rims it all the way outside of the far circle. Malashevsky with it there for Michigan. 5:17 left to go here in the second. 2-1. Michigan with the lead. The puck all the way back into the near corner. As Levinson trying to get it. Scram pulls it away. The puck loose on the far circle. Tipped back to the far point. Ortiz with a shot that got blocked out in front. Sprott holds it in the high slot with a knuckleball shot and a save by Poneth. 4:56 left to go here in the second. 2-1. Michigan with the lead. Lakers continuing to battle. Looking to trying to find a way back behind Poneth. Sprott in to take the face-off. Malashevsky on the other side. That in the near face-off circle. To Poneth's right. As that puck outside the near circle. Scram puts it into the near corner. Malashevsky back behind the goal. Comes underneath the far circle. Fired to the point. Now here comes Michigan over center ice. Malashevsky knocked off of the puck. Lindahl trying to get to it. Angie Schultz puts it down the near boards over to Riva. And sent ahead by McCallion, top of the near circle. Now Scram trying to get to it, pulled away as Michigan fires it ahead to Lindahl. Lindahl tips it, racing. Angie Schultz into the near corner. Lindahl back behind the goal. Lindahl into the far corner. She has both goals for the Wolverines. Shot from the top of the far circle, deflects into the near corner. Pulled by Sprott there, knocks it off of the near boards. Kolwich holds it in and sweeps it right back outside the near circle. The puck gathered up. Here comes Ortiz. Ortiz coming down the far boards for the Lakers. Ortiz outside the far circle into the far corner of the Michigan zone. Ortiz runs it right back behind the Michigan goal. Trying to pull it away is McCallion. Swanson in there trying to battle. The puck underneath the near circle in the Michigan zone. Here comes Swanson down the near boards. Plowman stops it right on the near boards of the neutral zone, trying to get it back into the Michigan end. Malashevsky backhands it. That slips all the way back into the Lakers zone. As that moved over, Sammy Schultz fires it over to Sprott. That knocked off of the near boards, fired right back in by Rubin. 3:32 left to go here in the second. 2-0. Michigan with the lead as the puck in along the M boards. Trying to pull it off of the boards. Plowman underneath the far circle. The puck lifted all the way back into the neutral zone. Moved over and along the near boards. Here comes Bryce. Feeds it back in along the M boards. Picked up there by Ulowitz. Ulowitz right back behind her goal. Here comes Rubin underneath the near circle. Backhanded shot, and Sammy Schultz with the save. 3:06 left to go here in the second. 2-0. Michigan with the lead. Face-off in the near face-off circle. That to Sammy Schultz left. Cevallos in to take the face-off. Lefevre on the other side. The puck into the far corner. Ulowitz fires it all the way around the boards. Rubsum outside the far circle over her own blue line down into the Michigan zone. Katie German ricochets it off the near boards, fed ahead. Eliasson trying to get to it. Cevallos trying to put it deep and pulled away. As delayed offsides called on Michigan, they have to touch up. The puck fired all the way down the ice, and that'll be icing and head back into the Lakers zone. 2:39 left to go. Here in the second, one goal by Michigan in the first, one in the second. Has them up 2-0. There was an early goal by Grand Valley that was waved off. I couldn't tell from our location what happened, but the official quickly waved off that first goal. Face-off in the far face-off circle as Lefevre versus Matthews comes back to the far point. Trying to fire it back deep. The puck in along the end boards. Ulowitz with it there. Out in front. Shot and saved by Sammy Schultz. Trying to pull it away. Now covered up. As that puck came right in front of the crease and point blank shot. Sammy Schultz able to grab it. Rebound came out, but Sammy Schultz able to cover it up and keep it a 2-0 lead by the Wolverines. 2:27 left to go. Here in the second. Face-off in the far face-off circle. And to pull that away, the puck comes right back in along the end boards. Angie Schultz fires it down the near boards. Roschwitz gets it ahead, coming in. There's Lefevre with a shot, saved by Ponnet into the far corner. Centering attempt comes all the way in along the near boards. As that Angie Schultz gets it right through the slot. Wouldn't settle down for Rubsum. Proctor tips it back into the neutral zone, fired right back in by Ortiz. The puck underneath the near circle, forehand with it, under 2 minutes left to go. Here in the second, Semmer brings it ahead. Michigan up 2-0. Proctor outside the near circle, trying to sweep it across. That deflected now into the slot, pulled away by Ortiz. Ortiz sends it down the near boards, bringing it in, racing the other direction. Hastings has it in the far circle, back to Ortiz, trying to fire it deep. Proctor picks it up down the far boards as that goes off of a player trying to get off of the bench. That's going to come right back into the Michigan zone. 1 minute, 30 seconds left to go here in the second, 2-0. Michigan with the lead. Hancock in to take the face-off versus Malashevsky. Top of the far circle, back to the far point to Sprott. That comes outside the zone. Riva back to center ice to set things back up for Grand Valley. Tipped ahead by Lindahl. Here comes Michigan. Swanson with a shot and a save by Sammy Schultz. Malashevsky trying to pull the puck off of the near circle. 1 minute, 12 seconds left to go. As that puck back into the near corner, the Lakers put it ahead. Bringing it down the near boards right into the neutral zone. Intercepted by Kolwich at her own blue line. Backhands it over to Izzy German. Hastings trying to intercept that. Ahead to Lindahl. Lindahl, who has both Michigan goals, has that tipped away. Good defensive play back there by Riva. The puck fired back in deep by Scram. Now Plowman puts it down the near boards. 45 seconds left to go. The puck brought in by Scram. High slot. Shot in that. Went wide to the far side. The puck back to the far point. Plowman trying to hold it in as collision there. Trying to pull it back out. Comes into the neutral zone. 30 seconds left to go. The puck. Scram brings it right back into the Michigan zone, but fed ahead. Angie Schultz deflected it as that comes back deep into the Lakers zone. 20 seconds left to go here in the second. 2-0. Michigan with the lead. The puck underneath the far circle. Angie Schultz feeds it ahead. Now the puck deflects off the near boards. Fired back by Kolwich. Scram trying to get to it. That pulled away by Evans. Evans trying to get it ahead, and that will do it for the second. So at the end of, trying to move this around, at the end of 2, it is Michigan 2 and the Lakers nothing. Let's play a few messages from, or let's play a little music, and we will be right back with your all-important third period action. is. We are live at the Crystal Fieldhouse here in Burton, Michigan, where it is the CCHWA Division I playoffs. We have both the D1 and D2 playoffs. Right now, it is Grand Valley State versus University of Michigan Ann Arbor, as it is Michigan up 2-0 on Grand Valley. What's on the line? Well, a trip to tomorrow to either play Indiana Tech if Michigan wins, or if Grand Valley wins, either Indiana Tech or Adrian College, depending on what happens in the second game. We will have that for you, as it will be the second game here at 8:30. Michigan State, who won their way in their final game of the season, versus Miami University. Over on the other side for D2, Sue's College just won their 23rd game of the season. They remain undefeated over in the Division II side, and coming up to play shortly is going to be Central Michigan University, who will be taking on Michigan State, the D2 team, happening over on the other rink. We have both of them going. If you're on the Arbor Broadcasting page, if you don't see your game, either scroll down or scroll up. We have both rinks separated since we have multiple games going at once, just so you can bounce between if you need to. More importantly, you can find your game. That's what we care about. Michigan hits the ice, 44 seconds left to go, as Eliason waiting and last person on. DeCrazy over there as well. As the Lakers now head on, they get a little fist bumps from one of their younger fans, and Sammy Schultz leads them onto the ice in this final period of regulation. It will be Michigan going right to left, Lakers going left to right. Michigan in the home whites, Lakers in the road blues. Michigan beat the Lakers on the road and at home earlier this month, but it is incredibly difficult to beat a team 3 times in a month. Michigan trying to do it. The Lakers trying to find their way, get the puck back behind Pontiff, and try and break open and get it 1 goal closer. Michigan would love to break this game wide open. Malashevsky in at center ice for Michigan versus Lefevre, and we are underway here in the third. The puck, Broshwitz feeds it down the far boards. Malashevsky trying to tip it away from Lefevre, and puck over to Lindahl. Lindahl trying to make her way ahead. Lindahl into the Lakers zone. Lindahl with both goals for Michigan. Shot, and Sammy Schultz with the save. 19:44 left to go here in the third. 2-0 Michigan with the lead. Face-off will be in the Lakers zone in the far face-off circle. That to Sammy Schultz left. Again, lots of wonderful Grand Valley fans to our left. Lots of wonderful Michigan fans to our right. Face-off. Gargiulo moves it back over to Rubin. Broshwitz trying to pull it back into the far corner. Now Angie Schultz comes back behind Sammy Schultz into the far corner. Rubin trying to pull it away. Broshwitz on the far circle. That tip back to the far point. McCarthy holds it in. Rims it all the way back, right back behind the Grand Valley goal. Puck firing it out in front. Backhanded shot just goes wide and covered up by Sammy Schultz. As they fired it right onto that near circle. Backhanded shot by Evans. Sammy Schultz able to cover it up. 19:21 left to go. Here in this, the third period, 2-0, Michigan with the lead. As Matthews in to take the face-off and along the near boards versus Sprott, the puck into the near corner. Plowman for the Lakers trying to pull it away, centering attempt, trying to get it over to Proctor, loose, just on the near side of the crease, poking away at it. Coming into the near corner is Rubin. The puck back over, coming ahead with it is Scram over on blue line. Scram now into the Michigan zone, shot and covered up and gloved down by Pontiff. 18:56 left to go here in the third, 2-0. Michigan with the lead. Coming up at 8:30 after this game will be Michigan State versus Miami University. Continuing day one action here at the CCWHA playoffs. Malashevsky wins that faceoff back in along the M boards. Bryce Puts it in along the near boards, trying to pull it out. Here comes Michigan as they feed it ahead. Malashevsky just out of Lindahl's reach. Malashevsky trying to fire it back deep. Riva pulls it off of the near boards. Lindahl poking away at it, trying to lever it off of the near boards. Riva in there. Now Lindahl pulls it away, gets it high, slot. Shot by Swanson. That one goes wide to the near side. Malashevsky trying to pull it away. The puck outside the near circle. Bryce comes in to pinch as it rims all the way around the boards outside the far circle. Swanson picks it up outside the far circle and moved. Malashevsky pokes it away. The puck still loose outside that far circle. Malashevsky trying to send it top of the far circle. Sprott trying to pull it out of the zone. Malashevsky gets it back, goes into the far corner of the Lakers zone. Wide angle shot, saved by Sammy Schultz. Picked up down the near boards. Here comes Sprott over her own blue line. Sprott right at center ice. Sprott retreats back to her own blue line, waiting for a team to get a line change as the Lakers set things up. 17:50 left to go here in the third. Quickly ahead to the far point. Michigan trying to hold it in as Swanson feeds it. That put in as Michigan scores. As there was a battle right out in front. So it was a shot by Malashevsky. Sammy Schultz saved it, but then Rubin got the puck and fired it in off of the rebound. Michigan goes up 3-0 here in the third, as they have had a goal each period now. That one at 17:39. Rubin with the goal. Malashevsky with the assist, and we'll see if anyone else gets an assist. Hancock versus Gargiulo and the faceoff. Evans has it now back to the blue line. Izzy German feeds it ahead. Hancock trying to get to it. Now Ortiz pulls it away. Katie German with the assist. Excuse me, thought it was Malashevsky. German fired it. Katie German. Tipped ahead by Angie Schultz. The puck into the far corner of the Michigan zone. Kolwich picks it up back behind Ponev. 17:13 left to go here in the third. 3-0. Michigan with the lead. As Evans gets it to the blue line, held in by Ortiz for the Lakers. Backhanded back, right to center ice. Hancock intercepts it right at center and fires it ahead. Tipped by Hastings as it goes into the far corner of the Michigan zone. Fed around by Kolwich outside the near circle. Evans trying to get it out of the zone. Held in by Hancock at the near point. Puck drifts into the far corner of the Michigan zone now. Trying to fire it ahead. Held in at the far point by the Lakers. Shot from the far circle and gloved down by Ponev. 16:42 left to go here in the third. 3-0 Michigan with the lead. As the Grand Valley fans trying to urge their team on to a goal. Face off Matthews. That one back to Riva at the far point. Shot right through the slot, trying to pull it down. Loose as that got caught in a Michigan pants leg by Proctor. She shakes that free. The puck, Simmer puts it in along the end boards. Now pulled back by Katie German. The puck outside the far circle. Here comes Simmer. Knocked away, trying to hold it in by the Lakers. All the way back to Ulowitz. Ulowitz fires it ahead. Now fired back deep by Rubsum into the Michigan zone, back behind Ponev. Gathered up there into the near corner by Michigan. Now intercepted, top of the near circle. Shot there by Broschwitz. It comes all the way down the far boards. Michigan brings it ahead. Katie German dumps it deep into the Lakers zone. That rims all the way back into the near corner. Proctor with it there. Shovels it in along the end boards, right back behind the Laker goal. Trying to pull it away. Ulowitz underneath the near circle of her own zone. Ulowitz fires it back into the neutral zone. Levinson right at center ice. Dumps it right back into the Lakers zone. 15:39 left to go here in the third. 3-0 Michigan with the lead. The puck right at center. Drop pass by Cevallos. Right back to the Michigan blue line. Down McCalling. Gets it in at the near point. Lifted back into the neutral zone. Michigan has to reset. Izzy German ricochets it off the far boards as Kolwich has it at her own blue line. Now trying to shovel it ahead. Eliasson trying to pull it off of the boards as there was a pile up right in front of the Michigan bench. Sprott gets it into the Michigan zone, but that quickly brought the other direction. McCalling over center ice. McCalling fires it deep. That's saved by Sammy Schultz. Plowman has it on the far circle of her own zone. Deflected back into the far corner. Sprott comes right back behind the Laker goal. Sent in along the near boards. Izzy German pinching, trying to hold it in. Now McCalling racing outside the near circle. And puck deflected all the way back into the Michigan end. Bryce has it right in front of her own goal. Bryce ricochets it ahead. Eliason tips it. The puck loose. Sprott fires it deep into the Michigan zone. 14:36 left to go here in the third. 3-0. Michigan with the lead. Ortiz trying to, well, thought it was coming back to Ortiz, but it got stuck into the near corner. Ortiz now outside the near circle. And Swanson trying to pull it away. Lindahl chipping away at it. Hancock comes in to help. Still levering, still digging, still trying to get it. Staby pulls that puck away. Now it's Saucers all the way back into the Lakers zone. That'll go just to the far side of the Lakers goal. The puck outside the near circle. Hancock trying to pull it off the board. Swanson now there. 14:03 left to go here in the third. Swanson into the near corner of the Lakers zone. Angie Schultz trying to pull it away from Swanson. Swanson now down on the ice as the puck pulled away by the Lakers. Held in by Bryce at the near point. That shot on the far circle. Backhanded shot by Malashevsky, and Sammy Schultz with the save. The puck right back behind trying to pull it away. Malashevsky fires it. That knocked off of the glass coming ahead. Lindahl trying to center it up over to Malashevsky. Hancock pull that puck right back away. Swanson trying to pull it off of the end boards. Now, centering attempt right into the slot, pulled away the other direction. Here comes Hastings over center ice. Hastings for the Lakers, trying to dump it into the Michigan zone, top of the far circle. Hastings moves it over to Staby, top of the near circle. Shot by Ortiz, deflects into the near corner as Bryce got her stick in the way. 3:08 left to go here in the third. 3-0 Michigan with the lead. Shot from the top of the far circle, got deflected. Able to hold it in was Lefevre in along the end boards. Lefevre into the far corner of the Michigan zone. Now outside the far circle. Centering attempt right into the slot. Staby trying to get a stick on it. That pulled away by Michigan down the far boards. Deflected is Rubin trying to get it down the zone. Held in by the Lakers. Now fed out to center ice. Ulowitz brings it right back in. Ulowitz puts it top of the near circle. Now here comes Lefevre. Poked the puck loose. Shot that deflects. Oh, into the near corner. Gargiulo with it. Gargiulo down the near boards. As Miami University comes out to watch a little bit of the action. They are next. Gargiulo with a shot and Sammy Schultz with a save. As the puck chipped into the far corner by Evans. 12:15 left to go. Here in the third, 3-0 Michigan with the lead. Broshwitz feeds it into the neutral zone. Scram tips it deep into the Michigan end. Levinson into the near corner, pulls it back behind her own goal, coming from the near side to the far side. Levinson rims it all the way around outside the near circle. Here comes Evans. Evans fires it all the way back into the Lakers zone. Ortiz into the far corner of the Lakers zone, trying to pull it away. Evans chipping away at it. The puck comes underneath the near circle. Scram trying to move it the other direction. Collision out in front. Evans that's up on the ice as there's a whistle. 11:42 left to go. As looks like a hooking call. As Sprott into the box. On a hook that at 11:42. As a penalty to the Lakers. Michigan will be on the power play for the next 2 minutes. And the top scorer for the Lakers in the penalty box. The puck into the near corner. Ortiz feeds it around the boards outside the near circle. Gargiulo trying to pull it out of the end boards. Gargiulo right back behind the Laker goal. Gives it over to Malashevsky underneath the far circle. Malashevsky back to the high slot to Levinson. Onto the near circle. Proctor with the shot that got deflected into the near corner, into the far corner. Top of the far circle, shot into the slot and covered up by Sammy Schultz. 1:36 left to go here in the Michigan power play. 3-0 Michigan with the lead. Face-off in the far face-off circle. McCallion versus Gargiulo. Top of the far circle. Gargiulo trying to pull it away. That lifted all the way back to the Michigan blue line. Levinson chases it, trying to avoid the speedy scram and pull back. Here comes Michigan down the near boards. Here comes Gargiulo. Gargiulo spins with it, puts it down the far boards. And back to Gargiulo, right at center ice. Gargiulo gains the zone. Outside the near circle. Scram knocks her off of the puck. Scram trying to head into the near corner, trying to circle away from Michigan. Gargiulo picks it up outside the near circle, centering it down. Shot on the far circle by Malashevsky and a save by Sammy Schultz. Fired all the way down the ice. Stopped by Pronith, who quickly sends it to center ice with 50 seconds left to go in the Michigan power play. Here comes Matthews, top of the near circle, into the near corner of the Laker zone. Matthews right back behind the Laker goal. She's poked off the puck. Lefevre has it into the far corner, but there's a whistle. As interference, the call. As Riva goes into the box for interference. And at 10:23, as the Laker fans are left, let the officials know what they think about that one. 5-on-3, Michigan for 41 seconds as Lindahl trying to get it into the far corner. Now Evans in along the end boards. The puck back to the far point. Katie German feeds it onto the far circle for Swanson with a shot that goes wide to the near side. Chipped is Rubin trying to pull it away from Plowman. The puck into the far corner with Swanson with it. Swanson back to the high slot to KD German. Back to Swanson on the far circle into the slot for Lindahl. Shot just goes wide. Deflected by Sammy Schultz. The puck right back behind the goal. Tipped by Swanson underneath the near circle. Now Rubin top of the near circle. Shot. Blocker save by Sammy Schultz. Picked up by Swanson underneath the near circle. Swanson trying to get it. Back to Rubin. Rubin holds it in. High slot for Katie German. First penalty's expired. 4-on-5. Oh, it just wouldn't settle down. Swanson sitting on the near side of the crease, and the puck just skipped past. Poneth moves it over. 1 minute, 3 seconds left to go in the 5-on-4 for Michigan. The puck right at the Laker blue line. They knock it all the way back on edge into the Michigan zone. Katie German picks it up, trying to avoid Sprott in along the far boards. Here comes Michigan. Quickly ahead to Proctor. Proctor gains his own. Proctor on the near circle. Proctor comes in. Shot. Saved by Sammy Schultz. Beautiful job by Proctor, but Sammy Schultz with a fantastic highlight reel save. Scram trying to get the puck down the near boards. Proctor trying to chase it. 30 seconds left to go in the penalty to the Lakers. As a Michigan player lost their stick, the puck down the far boards. Levinson holds it in at the far point. Levinson puts it outside the far circle. The puck into the far corner. Matthews from Michigan pulls it right back behind the Laker goal. Matthews moves it over to Malashevsky outside the far circle. High slot for Levinson with a shot, and Sammy Schultz with a save. Another save is a backhanded shot there off the side of the net. 4 seconds left to go here in the Michigan power play. Lakers able to kill off the majority of a 5-on-3 as we have just 4 seconds left to 5-on-4. 8 minutes, 27 seconds left to go here in the third, 3-0. Michigan with the lead as both fan bases trying to urge their team on, give them whatever extra energy they can. Face off in the far face-off circle in the Lakers zone. And into the far corner, McCallion trying to move it ahead. Now pull back behind. Lakers back to full strength. Ortiz brings it over on blue line. Ortiz over center ice for the Lakers. Ortiz into the Michigan zone. Kolwich chips that away. The puck into the far corner. As Eliason sends it outside the near circle. Scram puts it right back deep outside the far circle. Trying to fire it in. Kolwich moves it over. Here comes McCallion. McCallion, top of the near circle with a shot. That knuckleball's right back behind. Picked up, moved into the near corner. Scram with it there. Goes back in along the end boards. Scram back behind her own goal from the near side to the far side. Puts it down the far boards and chips it into the neutral zone. Intercepted there. Backhanded deep by Rubin for Michigan. Ulowitz loses an edge. Rubin has it underneath the near circle. Backhands it right through the slot. Holding it in at the far point. Michigan with the shot. Saved by Sammy Schultz. 7:25 left to go as Sprott fires it over to McCallion. McCallion over own blue line coming down the far boards. Rubin trying to knock it away from McCallion as that puck goes right back behind the Michigan goal. Gathered up there. Here comes Michigan down the near boards as they fire it ahead. Collision right at center ice as Matthews trying to pull it away, trying to get it away from Broshwitz. That puck lifts right to center ice. Pulling it in. There's a whistle, and that is going to be a penalty to the Lakers. 7 minutes left to go here in the third. Interference the call. Another penalty to the Lakers. Plowman takes the penalty. Face-off, interference the call. Face-off in the near face-off circle. That to Sammy Schultz right. And puck top of the near circle. Moved high, slot. Malashevsky with the shot. That deflects. Over to Gargiulo, top of the near circle. Gargiulo trying to get away from Lefevre. Gargiulo puts it in along the end boards. Angie Schultz picks it up back behind her own goal. Feeds it ahead. Intercepted by Proctor. Moves down the far circle. Shot. Saved by Sammy Schultz. Point blank shot from the inner corner of the far circle. Levinson moves it top of the far circle in the Lakers zone. Malashevsky there. Moves it high slot for Levinson with the shot. And a save by Sammy Schultz. 1 minute 32 seconds left to go in the Michigan power play. 6:31 left to go here in the third. 3-0 Michigan with the lead. Face-off right in the near face-off circle. That to the right of Sammy Schultz. Swanson wins it back to Rubin at the near point. Now high slot for Katie German. Over to Evans on the far circle. Back high slot to Katie German on the near circle for Rubin into the near corner. She tries to avoid pressure by Angie Schultz as the puck into the far corner. Trying to pull it away is Swanson. Picked up and fired all the way down the ice. Cleared by the Lakers. 1 minute, 7 seconds left to go in the Michigan power play. 6:04 left to go here in the third. The puck right back behind the Michigan goal. Katie German trying to avoid Lefevre's pressure. Ahead to Evans at her own blue line. Evans over center ice, banks it off the far boards, feeds it. And Swanson loses her stick over Lindahl in the slot. Pulled away by Broshwitz, who banks it off of the near boards. The puck right at the near point. Katie German holds it in. Katie German moves it outside the near circle for Rubin in the Lakers zone. High slot now for Katie German. Over on the far circle, Evans with a shot that goes high. Into the near corner. Rubin with it. 29 seconds left to go in the power play for Michigan. That puck lifted right out to center ice. Michigan has to touch up. Katie German puts it in along the far boards to Evans. Evans over to Rubin. Rubin moves it over to Matthews, or Lindahl. That poked away. Here comes Sprott. Sprott into the Michigan zone on the far circle. Sprott makes her way through. That off the side of the goal. 8 seconds left to go in the Michigan power play. Here comes Malashevsky down the far boards over center ice. Malashevsky into the Laker end. Swanson picks it up top of the near or far circle. That shot into the far corner. Here comes the Lakers as they're back to full strength. Into the far circle, into the far zone is McCallion. McCallion outside the far circle in the Michigan zone. That comes on to the near circle. Sprott with it. Sprott feeds it high slot. Shot by Scram and covered up by Poneth. 4:39 left to go here in the third. 3-0 Michigan with the lead. Face-off will be in the Michigan zone. That in the far face-off circle to Poneth's right. It's like Evans in to take the face-off. Penalty to Michigan as Matthews into the box. Hooking the call. And 4:35 penalty to Michigan as that puck lifted all the way down the ice. Broshwitz has it back behind her own goal in the Lakers zone. Broshwitz trying to avoid pressure by Simmer. Lakers bring it ahead. Down by 3. Evans trying to pull it away. Here comes Sprott, ever dangerous, top of the far circle. Kolwitz tries to drive her wide. That goes right through the crease. Back to the near point where Broshwitz has it. High slot for Angie Schultz. That deflects into the far corner. Lefevre sends it right back behind the Michigan goal into the near corner. Michigan trying to get it out of the zone. Broshwitz holds it in at the near point. Now outside the near circle, Sprott with it. 1:14 left to go in the power play for the Lakers. Spinning with it, Angie Schultz puts it into the far corner. As that right in and covered up by Poneth, excuse me. 1:04 left to go here in the power play to the Lakers. 3:42 left to go in the third. Michigan up 3-0. Face-off in the Michigan zone. That is going to be in the near face-off circle to Poneth's left. There's another penalty. Now it's going to be 5-on-3. Hooking for Simmer. That is 3:42. And there'll be 1 minute 3 seconds of a 5-on-3. As the puck into the near corner, Scram with it. Outside the near circle, back to the near point. Trying to poke it away is Swanson, digging it off the near boards. High slot, Ortiz moves down the far circle. Puck wouldn't settle down. That fired all the way around. 44 seconds left to 5-on-3. Hockey, Lakers with the advantage. 3:17 left to go here in the third. 3-0 Michigan with the lead. Lakers have it back behind their own goal. Ortiz brings it ahead. Ortiz feeds it to Scram down the near boards over center ice. Scram sends it over. Rubsum has it top of the far circle, knocked away. Michigan gets it back into the neutral zone. Picking it up, Plowman fires it ahead. Ortiz moves it down the far boards. Scram into the Michigan zone. 14 seconds left to go in the 5-on-3. The puck sent into the slot, picked up, and now Swanson feeds it down the far boards. That deflects back into the neutral zone. 5 seconds left to go off 5-on-3. 2 seconds, 1 second. Back to 5-on-4 as Michigan first penalty expires. Bringing it in, Lefevre on the far circle. Lefevre has it poked away by Katie German. As that puck in along the far board, Swanson trying to get it out, held in by Sprott, top of the far circle, poked away by Sprott. Malashevsky fires it down the far boards. Malashevsky trying to get it out of the zone. McCallion holds it in at the far point. The puck in along the end boards, 33 seconds left to go, a 5-on-4 hockey for the Lakers. Sprott outside the near circle in the Michigan zone, the puck into the near corner. Swanson feeds it around the boards as that will slip back into the neutral zone. 20 seconds left to go in the Laker advantage. 2 minutes left in the third. 3-0 Michigan with the lead. The puck ahead. Gathering it up is Lefevre. Lefevre down the far boards of the neutral zone into the Michigan zone. Top of the far circle. Lefevre with the shot. That comes all the way outside the near circle of the Michigan zone. 1 minute 43 seconds left to go. Michigan back to full strength. Broshwitz feeds it ahead to Angie Schultz. Angie Schultz gains the Michigan zone in the high slot. That tipped into the near corner. Now Katie German trying to pull that away. Brought down the near boards. Fired ahead by Gargiulo. Sprott has it into the near corner. 1 minute 25 seconds left to go here in the third. Michigan up 3-0. The puck back to the far point. Rubin trying to dig it off of the far boards. Now Gargiulo puts it into the far corner. Here comes Michigan as Katie German moves it down the near boards. That fired all the way down, banked off of the boards. That goes into the Lakers zone. Icing waved off. 1 minute 4 seconds left to go here in the third. Michigan up 3-0. 1 minute left to go. Here comes Angie Schultz over her own blue line. Angie Schultz punches it deep into the Michigan zone. Bryce into the far corner of her own end, trying to knock that away. Bryce digging. The puck comes in along the end boards. 45 seconds left to go. Broshwitz outside the far circle. Michigan lifts it back out into the neutral zone. Riva puts it down the near boards of the neutral zone. Pulled there by Sprott, who feeds it ahead to Lefevre. Lefevre tips it. As that shot in, here comes Hancock, top of the far circle. Now that brought over. Michigan fires it all the way down. 24 seconds left to go. That'll be icing and head back into the Michigan end. 21.7 seconds left to go. 3-0 Michigan with the lead. On the line, the ability to play either Indiana Tech at 12:45 tomorrow or Adrian at 1 o'clock, depending on who wins the next game. Although if Michigan able to hold on, and it would be quite the comeback by the Lakers if they're able to score 3 goals in 21 seconds. Michigan would advance to play Indiana Tech, as it would be Michigan from the East Pod versus Indiana Tech from the West Pod, and then whoever wins, either Miami or Michigan State, would play Adrian. Adrian, the top overall seed. So either Miami would win, and then they would play the opposing pod. As they're West, they would play the East Pod, Adrian. Or if Michigan State wins, they would be the lower seed, so they play Adrian. I swear there's not calculus involved in this. I promise, and we'll update things, and you'll be able to see which broadcasts happen tomorrow, as we'll update that this evening on our website. 21.7 seconds left to go. Michigan heads out of the timeout. Ponith takes her position in the net. To our right, out there for Michigan is Evans, Levinson, Rubin, Gargiulo, and Katie German. On the other side, Broshwitz in, Sprott to her left, as that puck in along the end boards moved into the near corner. Hewlett's trying to get to it. Here comes Michigan. Evans brings it over center ice. Evans gets it into the zone. 9 seconds left to go. 7 seconds left to go. The puck down the near board. Staby gets it to center ice. 3 seconds left to go. 2 seconds. 1 second. And Michigan advances. They will take on Indiana Tech tomorrow as a valiant battle by the Lakers. But their season ends as Michigan will advance 3-0. As Michigan will play Indiana Tech at 12:45, then either Miami University or Michigan State will play Adrian tomorrow. We will have both of those games. For my camera person, Christina Wiseman, my name is Mark Wiseman. You can go check out D2 Michigan State versus Central Michigan over on the other rink right now. We will be back at 8:30 for Michigan State versus Miami University. I still want to call Miami of Ohio. That's where my grandfather went. As we will be right back. Thank you for watching Michigan 3.